Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Please excuse my voice. Clearly, I'm a little under the weather. I thought it was allergies, now I'm not so sure. It seems that several of us at work are sharing. Either we all have the same allergies or it's something else. This month for Smash Our Stash, it is Deal with the UFOs, Unfinished Objects. There's all sorts of names for them. Things you have sitting around that you should have done. This is a collaboration put on by Beth of Bourbon Creek Crafts here on YouTube. At the beginning of the year, she picks prompts and unfinished objects, things you have sitting around. That's a great one for me. I always have them. In fact, this is not finished, but it is, I would call it a journal at this point. The pages are sewed in, we're doing pretty good. And I wouldn't be this far along if it wasn't for the challenge. Honestly, I've been sleeping a ton. I got a little behind. This, I haven't even put away the garage sale stuff. This is from the second video. Oh, you haven't seen that yet. Don't be peeking. That'll come out probably Friday. Anyway, this is a journal that was in my clear it out bin. So that's another pile of things I'm trying to get started. I tried to look and find for you when I started this, but I couldn't. But I think it's been at least 3 months or something. What happened was I picked this piece of paper that I loved, teal and purple, and I made the cover and started choosing things, and it cracked. And the paper, I could have abandoned it at that point, but I just loved the paper. It was one of those papers I'd had in my stash forever, and I wanted to make it a journal cover. Then I've been watching Kathleen Mower a whole bunch because Mower, spelled like mower. My member Twyla got me hooked on her. So if you're not familiar, she has a little more variety and style than some of the people I watch and uses different items, and I love that. And she does pretty fancy covers. And I've been thinking about my covers this year and making them better. And as I work on the assembly list for journals and the sequence, I'm figuring out how covers fit in. So because it cracked, I started looking around. I had this piece of lace. I think this came from Vicky, and I coffee dyed it. And I put it over it, and it was good, but it didn't cover it enough. Then I started looking for through my stash. This is kind of a tricky color palette, right? And I found this in the upholstery samples, and it was barely long enough just by the time I put the pinking shears on it and made it the same. So I have taken the lace and folded it around. I made it go farther onto the back because that's how I wanted it. I just decided where it laid, so I didn't go 50-50. I liked it here. And then I put the other layer over it, and I used glue under the whole thing. And I maybe should have made it a little tighter. I don't use fabric, especially upholstery thickness, on my journals a lot, so it was a little bit loose here, and maybe I didn't want it that way. But I haven't filled it up yet either, so I wonder if it's going to absorb. I don't think so. So maybe put it tighter than I did. Then I put a button. I did all of this recently. I put the button on, I think yesterday or the day before, and then probably went and slept for hours. And then I still want to cover that up. I glued the pockets, so they have pockets. This is a wonderful juicy thing that Andrea made. And you can see I stayed with the like vintage and purple and green tones throughout. This was one of those scalloped pieces of paper that I just really wanted to use. I kind of love purple kids book page. This page is a little white, so I need to go back and hit it with some ink. A lot of tea and coffee dyed in here. This was a graphic 45 packaging thing. I started looking around and I was like, what is worthy of being a pocket in here? It had to be vintage. It had to be the right color tones. There you see, this is still a little white, needs some more stuff on it to cover it up. This was from like a seam binding thing. It says, does your child sew? Send 3 labels and $1 plus 25 cents for postage and handling for a generous package of clippings of Wright's trimmings for dolls' clothes. Allow 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Include zip code with address. Remember those days? Oh my gosh, I just thought that was adorable, so I saved it off the package. I'm going to do something with this. So you can see, not decorated at all. I put 1 rub-on butterfly on there, but delicious. Maybe I should have put the more purple in the front, but I think this will get decorated and then it will make more sense. And then you'll have this beautiful one right here. And then a closure. It still needs, I'll probably put a closure like Kathleen does, where it's 2 eyelets and then it goes around. I might do one. I haven't decided yet. And I don't know if I'll do beads like she does, but there you go. It is much more done than it was. Okay, where do you stand on closures? Do you think every journal needs a closure? Like, do you like the button closure with the elastic? Let me know what you think about that. I'm torn. I have different ideas. Or is it at least you like the button closure more than not having a closure? Like, what's your style on that? I mean, at this point, it's an actual journal. I could use it. I could give it away. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But I do feel like it does need a little closure on there, especially because this cover is a little unruly. It's still cracked down here a bit, but it didn't crack nearly as bad as on the spine. And I don't know if I just got heavy-handed and like maybe I was chit-chatting and pressed it down too much, which you shouldn't do. But I think also it was just the paper. You know, different paper, different moisture, different manufacturing. It happens. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out Beth. There's a link below that takes you to my other friends in this challenge. I think Beth and Melanie are both in this A Creatively Crafted Life. We'll see what they're up to. I'm sure they made beautiful things, and they don't have to be journals. It could be like a pile of cards. I was going to do those Christmas cards. Remember how I prepped all the Christmas cards and then I set them aside? In my dream, I was going to pull them out here, but I already have so much stuff that's out that's not done. I had to do this one. I'm hoping that I feel better for the weekend and I don't have a lot of plans this weekend and I will knock a bunch of things out because this is a travel month. I've got to get some things done, some things filmed, all this other stuff put away. Again, don't forget to check out my friends and see what they smashed for Smash Our Stash. And come back again Friday to see my second garage sale video. And if you missed the first one, you better check it out. Be sure to leave guesses about the amounts. I'm hoping that for Clear It Out, which I haven't started yet, that I grab some of the other UFOs like this and knock them off the list. Maybe we'll clean out that bin this month. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to take great care of yourself and drink lots of water. Maybe some tea too. Bye-bye.